Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is Cornoe and we've just started laying tracks, very slowly if I might say that, but we want to upgrade a few things here so that we can get more workers here a little quicker. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go for the upgraded pathways here. So let's get the first set of pathways upgraded. What I'll do is I'll upgrade that one also. So let's get these pathways upgraded on this side, and then we'll leave this one in place so that at least we get a few guys coming in from this side to do some work. We also need to have a look at some continued road building over here. So all of that's now done. So now we can go ahead and build this stretch. So let us do that. Okay, there's a problem obviously here that we need to bear in mind, is that we will run out of food if that's the case here. So I'll keep a very close eye on this, just for the I'll actually pin it over here so that we don't forget about that one. Let's speed it up a little bit, and at the same time I might want to prioritize this one as best I can, just to make sure. I might have to end up doing this one to make sure it actually works. Now, one of the other things that we need to have a look at is just see to what extent our vehicles are actually being repaired. So what we need to look at is to see if we're actually keeping pace with the vehicles that needs to be repaired. 8 of 7, something like that. I'm not too sure what that means, but it kind of makes me worry that we're not necessarily meeting the demand in terms of maintaining our vehicles. So that's some of the stuff that we just have to have a bit of a look at now. So let's keep a very close eye onto this. If we run out of food here, it'll be a problem. So we've got the roller, the paver here. There's still a reasonable amount here, but I don't think so. We'll need the asphalt to arrive for us to really make this work. So there's a paver on this side as well, and we're prioritizing this one, so we'll keep an eye. We still have a little bit more food left here to go. That is busy doing its thing. That's good. Yeah, that's all happening. I still haven't seen any asphalt here, and we're about halfway through our food. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. Lots of police vehicles are running around over here. Okay, I'm happy for this track builder to just go ahead and do its thing. Some of the goods we're selling are missing. Yeah, so I think, to be honest, I'm just going to pay for this. It's a little problematic. This is the issue with some of these things. So let's get that one going, so the guys can at least come and drop off some stuff. The rest we'll build ourselves. Okay, now, let's get into that little list. So if we go to our various lists of vehicles and buildings, so what is it that we're seeing here? This is all kinds of vehicles, and what we want to have a look at is the wear, right? Show wear and tear. Okay, here we go. So let's okay, so it seems like we're in fact keeping pace, right? But what I might do, I'm kind of a little, so it seems like we're keeping pace, right? But I'm kind of wondering whether we drop this down a little bit. No, let's not fill that. So if we go back and we do the list again, oh, it's actually showing that. Now get back to 50. If I go here, yeah, we can't actually set it here, it seems. Okay, so what I might do is I might drop it down to 40. If we drop it down to 40 and we set the value, we should see a number of these guys now ready to start going. So I think we're kind of keeping pace with these things. So let's keep that going and keep an eye on that. But I think we're doing some reasonable work there. This is all getting done, so we should have more workers join that as well. Now, we do have like 11% unemployment, so that means, and the one thing that I do think is we don't have sufficient buses, because something like this is not working full steam all the time. And even on this side, we may as well now up our numbers here to 80, 80, and 100. So we would like to see this move a little bit quicker now. Okay, so that's the one. Let's have a bit of a look at the various vehicles we have. We know we've got... interesting, we can't actually see all related vehicles. Here we go. So we've got 2 lines here with 3 vehicles each. So I think this one is fairly well served. This one, on the other hand, has 1 line with only 2 vehicles. And so I think an extra line is worth our effort over there. This is becoming a little bit of a challenge. This is the traffic jam caused by vehicles needing maintenance, potentially all at the same time. Get your way through there. Why is this guy stopping here? Yeah, this is the issue, right? I think let's just keep it going. If it's fairly manageable, let's just keep it going and get the maintenance done a little quicker. We do need to do all kinds of like vehicle replacements and things like that over time as well. So why is it we've got 3 buses over here and only 2 of them are currently under repair? Can we? Why are these guys queuing up to come in here as well? That's kind of what I'm wondering about. What is this? Are we out of something? No resources? Missing mechanical components? I'm assuming mechanical components will be dropped off by someone. Yeah. No? Yes, no, maybe? Mechanical components. Let's have a look. So if we have a look at who's delivering, Cornoe Border Distribution Office, which is this one. I think let me grab one more vehicle. Let's go with covered hulls. I think we've got newer ones now. Oh no, still not. So let's just grab this guy and see about getting another one in there. Maybe we'll move a little bit more stuff now. Yes, no. Doesn't seem to have made a difference. So I think we're okay. Did we get our resources? Yeah, we did. Okay. So that's interesting. So I don't know why these guys... Anyway, it doesn't really matter too much. Let's buy two more buses. I'm going to go with the 50-seaters. Yeah, 2 more of these guys. Please go here. Load up on workers, please. That's okay. And then drop off over there. Only workers, please. That's fine. And then you make a stop over there and do your thing. And we'll pop that in. And this will be Cornoe Hills. Cornoe Hills Workers 2, I think. Is that what we're calling? That's fine. Let's make a start over there. Okay, actually, we'd like to do that and add that line over there, and we will then make a start over there as well. Okay, so hopefully that means we're moving things. If I go back and have a look at our list, now we can see, I think we've only got, I think the list is a little bit more manageable. So maybe we're not in too much trouble, but obviously our vehicle fleet is aging a little bit, and we do need to bear that in mind. We do need to absolutely bear that in mind. Okay, now I'm hoping that this little stretch here has been done. Good, and the winter is ending. So that's good as well. I think what we will do is we will go ahead and quickly upgrade these sections. It's not critical to have access here, so we'll let the game build it. Okay, and we finished off this section, and we finished off that section, and we finished off all of these sections. Okay, So the next thing we need to do is grab there, there, and there. And why not here? Okay. We'll do that, and we will say join it up to 1. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so let's get this going. So that's massively good progress for us here. We are looking pretty decent. Okay, excellent. So let's do our one-way arrangements here. What are we saying? There we go. And all the way to there, around. There we go. There we go. Did we? I think it is. Yeah. If it's got the line markings, it is. And then we'll run this stretch back over here. And we will finish off with the one-way setup all the way over there and do that. Good. So we're starting to see our one-way sections working. We do need to have a look at how we do with the rail. The rest of this can kind of stay. We should be able to one-way up this guy around the corner here, like so, and do that. So that should be good. Even this one we can one-way up. We'll do that. We'll do that, and we will run that back over here. This one goes that way. 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 That's fine. All good. Similarly, we will do this and that. We'll do that and that. And there we go. I think that is reasonable. Kind of gets all of our stuff done. Okay. Now, I need to figure out what we're going to do over here. So there's a lot happening. All of these pipes over here. Kind of thinking, what do? We need things like the vehicle maintenance and things like that I want to put in this area. And we obviously need to expand this, and we need to plan that out. But for the first section, I think I'm going to avoid this build initially, and we're going to probably start with the heating, and then maybe the steel, and the heating and power, and then steel, and then just have the setup. And so we'll actually import coal initially until we get that set up. But we'll want a bit more of this town built before we really focus on that. What was this? Ambulances had not arrived. Let's just have a quick look over here. It may have had a little bit to do. No, I don't think so. I think we actually... So we may just have a quick look. What's going on here? This is a clinic. This clinic has vehicles. It has one vehicle. So maybe we're starting to... But it seems fairly reasonable. So we'll, if that keeps popping up, we'll have to have another look. But we are fully loaded in terms of people. We've got a 6% unemployment, which is really healthy. I would like to see us working a lot more people here all the time, so that we can, again, another ambulance not arrived situation. Okay, so we're starting to see a little bit more of that. So I might build us another clinic somewhere. I might want to build another clinic, I think, because we're starting to run into a little bit of problems here. Okay, this is built, so we're getting enough people in there. Okay. Okay. We need to... This is going to be a little tough. I would like more ambulances not arriving. Okay. We definitely need to focus on that a little bit. Our health is going to start to suffer. 2% pollution. Okay, let's have a quick look at the pollution situation. Who is being impacted by pollution? I don't think it's a big deal, though. Let's see. Maybe we can squeeze... There's a hospital here. I think maybe we try and get another... And then we've got a clinic over here. Maybe we try and get one more clinic somewhere over here. Okay, what I'm just thinking is let's gravel up this road while we're while we're busy doing this, let's gravel up some of these roads. That should be quite useful for us. But let's get another clinic going. We don't have any more. Okay, so let's see. If we go clinics, I think but we will need road access though. A big clinic, that might be a little bit too much now, to be honest. We'll just go with a small clinic, I think. Another small clinic should be fairly useful. Can we squeeze though? I don't think so. I don't think we've got a good spot for it. I don't think we've got a good spot for it. We could do a clinic over here. Seems to be room for a clinic in this location. I don't know. I don't think it'll be a problem for us to do that, to be honest. It's pretty close to that one, but we'll have that connectivity on this side though. Let's do it. Let's place another clinic over here. I think that's going to be good. Let's do that. Fill it up. We'll get another clinic with another ambulance in place, and that should hopefully start sorting things out a little bit for us. I do like the fact that our tracks are starting to get built quite nicely, and we are running a reasonable profit. A reasonable profit. That's good. That is very good. Okay. With that in mind, let's have a quick look over here. Are we working a lot more full-time? Yes, I think we are. Yeah, so we're doing a reasonable job here at keeping these things going. This thing is built, it's full of fuel, and we're just waiting for the rest of this stuff to go through. We are maxed out over here as well. So these guys, I want these guys to be working full steam ahead all the time, so that we're producing as much of this as we can and keeping everything going. Okay, so that's looking fairly healthy there. Just want to get a few more bits and pieces done in this location. Yeah, that's a reasonable piece of work there. To be honest, let's slow down the track building just a little bit by doing all kinds of things over here. We will need to do a little bit of this stuff. So let's get all of those going, and let's get that built in terms of gravel. I don't mind slowing down the track building. It's not the end of the world if we do that. Okay, good. Okay, so we've got this area over here, which is our kind of logistics hub. So we need to bring the rail through here. We need to have a look at what we're going to do with power. So if we have a fairly large power substation in this location. So let's say we're going to run power up here. So we can do a bit of a substation in this location. I think it's about time we get rid of this. I think we've clarified that this area is... Ooh, is this in an... Oh, I thought we could build here. So this seemingly... There's an issue here as well. I don't know how we ended up building that though. Can't delete it. Oh, there we go. Deleted. But it seems like we're still going to have some issues. So if I were to link up our road here, can we run through? It seems like it wants to work. If we were to link up that road there... Ah, but of course... Okay, let's trim this back. And let's go over here with the road. You know what? Let's trim this back a little bit over here. I kind of like the idea of potentially turning it in. Oh my goodness. It's pretty painful. No, that's not what I want. Come on. Okay, deleted. Now, if we were to run this road like so. That's okay. So let's do that. So this road continues in this direction, and that road continues that side. That's fine. And then what we would like to do is let's trim this. No. I want to replace it pretty much what it was, because it's allocating the area that I'm not actually able to use. So I wanted to extend this guy here and tie it in so it's a proper road network. And then this area could be tree filled and what have you. But anyway, that area seems to be a problem area for us in terms of building. I was kind of wondering whether I should remove some sections of this road, but just because it'll be a problem for all the rail. But anyway, it doesn't matter too much. And then let's switch on our. Okay, let's continue to hug this area here. Yeah, so let's do something like that. This could be some more stuff that we do here. We did have this guy, so let's maybe connect this up on that side there, just so that we want to try and keep the network pretty good, pretty reasonable. We want a network. We want a network, right? So let's do that. And what we might do is, instead of doing it just like this, let's tie it in a little bit like so it's a little bit more interesting there. Just a little bit more interest. So if they go through around that way, we can, yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll probably end up adding more road connections through here. Yeah, so something like that's probably going to have to happen. Yeah, something like that should be okay. Whether we fulfill that in more, that's okay. Okay, let's pause that one there. Did we finish off this? We did. Yes. So now we should have very good connectivity through to get this construction going. That construction is finishing off quite nicely over there. I will upgrade this pathway as well. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do this, so that all of these pathways are nice and upgraded, so that we can get the people walking there pretty reasonably. This is done, so what I'll do is I will tie in this road over here. Okay, like so, and let's get that constructed. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. That's okay. That's fine. We could even do some more stuff in here if we so wanted to. But anyway, things are starting to move now. Okay. Whew. Lots of little bits and pieces. What's going on with our money? Excellent. Still profitable if we don't do too much construction. Okay, now let's think about this. So we're going to have power. Probably kind of thinking maybe we should run power on this side, because what we'll need on over here is we'll also need to look at our water systems. Okay, so we've got this guy here already. So the outflow is here already, and I'm thinking we'll do some sewage treatment here as well. So let's just get shall we do small or large here? What do we need in terms of steel? Wow, no, small, definitely. I'm gonna go with small. I think this is gonna be a reasonably sized operation here as well. So if we switch this back on, we should be able to get our sewage treatment. We go, where's my, what? Where's my heating pipes? Oh, there they are. I was just like, what? What is that? Okay. So if we do, I'm kind of tempted to do it here so that we don't have to run too much interference with the heating. Okay, zoom it in a little bit. So I'm kind of thinking right there, because heating might still become a problem. Our last sewage connection, yeah, we could. No, let's just get it closer. So we'll leave a little bit more room here. Okay. I'm just worried it's really close to it there. Anyway, let's place that one there. So that gives us an indication of where we think our sewage treatment will be happening. What we also need in this location is probably not our water, but we will need something like vehicle maintenance. So I'm thinking vehicle repair station, medium, large. Right? That's fine, right? Medium and small, but I think probably about a larger one over here somewhere. Okay, before we do that, let's look at our rail connections through here. So let's do that first, because that's something that's going to be pretty tight. So we'll keep these in place. I think we're only going to run. Shall we run through the middle? So if we do I do wonder whether what's the best way of doing it. Whether we just stick them here as straight as possible, like that, right? And then what we do is before we reach this area, we will kind of do maybe something like that. So let's do, probably need something like this. Okay, and then what we'll do is we will run it a little bit straighter still. There we go. So I think that's the plan. We'll try and keep that area as is. And then on this side, I want to run it like so. Okay, and so here, I wonder if we've got a reasonable this length here to actually do a bridge over here. We could do a fairly sizable bridge in this location at some point. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll run this through here. Give ourselves a little bit more straight section there, and we'll do something like that. I think that is reasonable. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. I think that's going to be fine. So let's leave that in place there. And what we'll want to do is just have a look at what we do on this side. I think what I'm also going to do is run a straight section through here. Let's do that. Plan that one out there. Okay, now we need to hug our edge condition here. I think this is okay. This is gonna be super tight to try and make that work. Wow. No, that's definitely not gonna work. Okay, so the question mark becomes, do we run it straight over here? Let's do that. Let's do that instead. So let's trim these back. And instead of doing what we did there, is let's go and try and do this. Okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That looks reasonable. And all we need to do is have a look at if we do this and that and that, just to try and space it a little bit better. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I like that spacing is reasonable. Close that out. I'm gonna have to trim this back just a little bit, and I'm also going to see about merging this point so that it doesn't bother us. And let's tie that one in like so, and that one in like so. Yes, I like that. So that's looking a lot more reasonable in terms of our connection there. And then we needed a bus stop on this side as well. So I'm thinking a fairly sizable bus platform, something like this maybe, over here. So that we cover on that side and on this side, though. That might be a little bit out of the way there. So something like that for the bus station, centralized bus station. That'll cover a lot more stuff. So we can have buses and rail connectivity through here. Okay, now let's have a look at the rest of this. So here, I'm kind of thinking we could go across this roundabout, but we will need to work on our terrain here a little bit to make that work, to be able to get them down here quick enough. So if we're running around here and we wanted to cross through here, I think it will look good to cross through there, to be honest, and that gives us still a bit of room to probably run something that comes down on this side as well. Okay, let's see what that could look like. Let's quickly. Yeah, that's okay. If we wanted to come in from there, okay, I have to keep that in mind. With lots of people, guys, lots of people. They're actually quite happy. So this should be working. Let's just buy ourselves. Ooh, what we don't have is the waste facility. So let's get the waste going here as quickly as we can. So we wouldn't mind getting access to a little something like this, maybe. So let's go ahead and build that. And what we want here is we want an ambulance. I'm just going to grab that guy. And that should be pretty reasonable. Let's continue our road upgrades over here. I would like you to upgrade this, please. Thank you. And ultimately, you'd like to upgrade that as well. So let's go ahead and upgrade all of these various connections that we're busy with here, just so that we've got access to all kind of different directions. That's all done. I like that. That's starting to look pretty good. Okay, excellent. And our roads here are underway. Okay, let's see about the rest of our track here. Okay, I want to have a look. Let's have a look. Let's trim this, so we make a little bit of room here for our raised area. So if we were to okay, so I think that should be pretty reasonable. And if we do okay, let's just see what our heights are here. 20. Yeah, that's okay. So 24. And yeah, that's pretty much where we want it, right? So let's just give it a little bit more. There we go. And now all we need to do is we need to kind of slope it down a little bit. So let's heighten from take the center, and we'll level out the center over there a bit more, and we'll do that. Okay, so the idea is now really to put a little bit of rail on here. So if we were to say do that and this and that, and then we want to do this one, I think that's pretty reasonable. There we go. So now we've got, yeah, it's actually quite useful. It's a pretty reasonable height there. Maybe a little bit higher than it needs to be, but I'd rather we do that. And then what we can do is we just take this and we go there. Something like that. Yeah. Just want to give ourselves a little bit more room here. Yeah, so that looks a little bit more reasonable. So what we'll do is we'll tie it in like so. And we'll tie it in like so. And what I want to do is I want to run this guy. Why is this becoming an issue here? We're not trying to... Yeah, that should be workable. And then this one will go to that side and to that side. And on this side, we want... So if we say F4, so we don't snap it, yeah, well, maybe have to... I do wonder if we've left ourselves enough space here. If we do this... Yeah, that we might be... We might not have the space that we want here. Should be able to find something that works here. It's pretty close. So something like that. Let's get our snapping back on. And then take our snapping off. Oh, got something that works there. Let's do snapping back on. Something like that. And let's clear out this thing. Because I think that's a bit of a problem for us there. So let's clear those two out. And we'll try that again. Oh, that works. There we go. I hope that's sufficient. I think there's enough stopping room here for it to not be too much of a problem, plus a bypass. So I'm hoping that is going to be sufficient. Extra new vehicles and the likes. And our money is holding. We're not dropping it as quickly as we used to. And we've got tons of unemployment, which should point to... Okay, so that's our stuff. I don't quite know whether we'll have reasonable connectivity through here. So the other thing that we might want to do is do a rail connection up here. Yeah, it's starting to become a little bit of a iffy situation here. So let's try, if we were to want to do this. Okay, that's not going to want to work. So that should be... Yeah, that should be pretty good. So let's do this. Let's start off on the outside here. We're not snapping, right? Let's snap. Let's snap that in place, and then we'll look at our fairly nice and sweeping turn around here. So that should be okay, right? So that gives us a reasonable connection into our new town. I don't think we have... This isn't going to work to tie in over here. So this one may have to run... We'll have to see. We'll definitely need tons of rail running through here, but maybe that's what we'll do. We'll run the rail on that side. And the question would be, do we bypass? We can't actually run something through there. What happened? Global market crash. I was just thinking, oof, I thought something collapsed. I don't want stuff to collapse. So we could go through here. We could even run a bypass, but I'd rather not. I wanted separate rail connection that runs through here. I don't want to pause things, to be honest. I don't want to pause things. Okay, I think this will be... Let's... that's a lot of money to build that. But let's do that. Let's leave that be. So that's our rail bridge through here, leading into this area. We are kind of wondering if we could tie in a connection that goes in the other direction here. That would be really good if we could do that. If we could run straight from here and then go, well, we won't be able to go at this level because we've got a road connection through here. If we were to cancel that road connection, I'm just thinking, if we were to cancel that road connection, right? Let's leave it for now. We'll come back and plan a little bit more around that in the future. For now, I think this is okay. We'll find a way of making this work, this connection through here to tie in with this side. We'll find a way to make that work in this area. Very infrastructure heavy though, and I like it. I like it. This is what I like to do, is kind of plan out good big pieces of infrastructure. Because it's so satisfying to actually get them built. That is the thing. Okay, all of this is kind of getting done. These sections are done, so let's go ahead and add a little bit more here. Do that, do that, do that. Right, get all of this stuff built. Yeah, they should be able to reach all of that. Okay. So I don't think we're going to be able to tie in something that goes that way, unless, the easiest way might be to just run the rail down here. So let's kind of plan for that. So if we were to say, run a rail like this, tie it in there, move that way. I don't think we'll be able to cross straight through there. So maybe we'll take these out of the way. Ooh. And what we'll do is we will... we don't want to do that. We want to run it straight. Excellent. That is the one. Excellent, that's good. And then we'll turn it off a little earlier so that we have room to go through here. Yeah, I think that's good, because that will give us the loop around as well, right? So that's the plan. Okay, let's clear out some of this stuff that we've got here. Do that, clear that out, and even this, clear that out. Clear this out, clear that out, just to make a bit of room in this area here, and we'll bring the rail all the way down. This can be a crossing, I don't mind. It'll be a fairly minor road, I think, so we'll just go straight across there. So if we go, just have a look. Yeah, we want to... Let's just see, can we build roads across that? Yeah, we can. I just worried for a moment we can't. Okay, we'll leave it here, because what we might do, actually, let's trim it back a tad, because what we might do is we might start using... Oh, this is actually dropping down. Tunnel? No, I don't think so. Don't think tunnel, but anyway, we'll leave it a little bit open-ended over here, and we'll see how we tie in. I think that's going to be ultimately going to be an easier tie-in point for whatever rail connectivity we have over here. So let's leave that in place. What we'll do is we'll switch it on so it doesn't bother us too much. We'll have to see how we don't have full flexibility with some of this stuff. Okay. And we'll probably need a separate area, maybe over here somewhere for rail, where we can drop off things like fuel and other parts of this. So the question might be, do we actually need all of this in this location? Is this getting... Because I thought what I liked about this is it could also serve across the bridge over there. So that's kind of why it's in this location. So now with this in place, the next big thing for us to have just have a bit of a look at is get some power infrastructure ready to go here. So we want to probably do a bit of a split off here. So we have such silly splitters, really. So we'll have to see, but I think we'll do some sort of splitter in this location. I won't build it now. Do some sort of splitter here. And then what we can do is we can run some power in here, and we'll do some substations a little bit closer. We'll run some high voltage power lines in here, and we'll do our power connections. Okay, wow. Okay, we do need to start planning out what we're going to put in here a little bit more. But I think I might leave it there. We've got a nice fancy piece of infrastructure starting to get underway. And our rail, I'm assuming, is progressing really nicely. Our rail is progressing really nicely. Yeah, definitely super happy with how the rail is progressing here. All of these are done. I like that. We've got this guy doing its thing. Oh, what I do want to do is make sure we have a hazardous waste here, at least a couple, so this can go in there and be picked up appropriately. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Let's just go where we started, right? What's our wear and tear look like? Actually, we've managed to drop the average down a fair bit. So these guys should have something underway, but don't. So I do wonder where these guys are. And whether they are within the range, right? This is a range, right? I'm saying maximum office range. It should be able to pick up pretty much everything. And one of the other things that I'm thinking about is, do we have enough fire protection? So that is reasonable, but I'm kind of tempted to build another fire station over here somewhere. This is doing quite well. But I'm really tempted to maybe get another fire station in this location. And then what's happening with these guys? They're working pretty full on. Yeah, it seems that way. We might be in a position where we're getting some extra buses and stuff going that way. But yeah, we're really holding our own now with the money, which is making me really happy. So again, guys, if you look at that side from over here, things are starting to take shape, and it's going to have a nice look on the other side of the bay there. There's still a lot of stuff we need to do, and we do need to start planning out maybe our construction industry over here. Let's see. These guys are all underway. Maybe we'll get them finished that, and then we'll do the next sections through here. But that's going to really get us into a good spot to potentially set up another construction crew over here, to be able to really start working on that side. But I'm not necessarily sure. I think these guys that we have here can do that, and then we'll probably have a major construction office somewhere over here. This will have rail connectivity somewhere in this location, so a major construction operation right over there. And let's see how close is that to the center of the map. No, it's still pretty far from the center of the map. So no, lots for us to still do. Plenty of episodes yet to come on this one. So we'll see. Oh, it could actually tie in on that side. Makes that life easier as well. Okay, well, we'll leave it there. As the rain pours, we'll leave it there. Everything is looking pretty healthy at the moment, up to almost 6,000 people. But noting that now we're struggling to give everybody houses. Got a traffic jam. Let's have a... Okay, don't know where that was. I'm assuming it's over here. Yeah, it's fine. It's probably over there. That's okay. I don't mind that too much. We do need to do a lot more road pieces, I think. Yeah, that's where... Yeah, this is being rolled at the moment. So probably... Ooh, we need to expand. We haven't even planned out the rest of this. So no, we're doing pretty well. Okay, I'll leave it there. I keep thinking of other things that we would like to do. Yeah, going around that side is also not a bad idea, and we could actually run some rail over that way too. Anyway, too many things for us to do. Guys, I'll see you in the next episode. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button as always and leave your comments down below. Again, the name suggestions are starting to come in. If you still have an idea for what we should call this side of town, then do let me know in the comments down below. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.